Hey, it's Jane, and I'm here with Jan B. McCall because that's what we always call you. You'll have to tell me your middle name, Jan. Um, anyway, we're live today. I'm super excited. This is the Compassion Project, creating connections during social distancing, and I want to introduce this amazing woman. Jan, you are a beautiful soul. I am blessed to know you. And yeah, I'm just super honored that you're joining me. So Jan has a lot to offer, trust me. She's a very positive person. We met in a Danette May challenge in 2017, June 2017. And that was a challenge to eat healthier. It's a 30-day challenge, right? Yeah, we connected then, and then we created a group called Tribe Sisters, and we've been in touch for like 3 years. And the one thing I know about Jan is that she has a very high faith, and she's a servant person, serves from her heart. So Jan lives in Hampshire. Is that how you say it, Jan? Hampshire, Texas?
Yes, you can say it like that.
Or Hampshire, Texas. She has 3 sons, Luke, Matt, and Mitch, and she has a beautiful granddaughter, June. So we're both grandmas. And what I want to say is that I feel like Jan has always been able to be like a light for people. When anyone's going through something, she's there. And it's just a gift that you have. Like, I feel your heart so strongly, even though we've never met in person. And so after we met in 2017, I knew that Jan had a difficult year in 2018, right? You had a total hip replacement. And then 2 months after, you slipped on the ice and broke your pelvis, right? And then
I slipped.
What?
I slipped, but it wasn't icy.
Oh, it wasn't icy.
But no, it was after the hurricane. We were repairing our old home place, and I had my hands full of supplies to go load in the truck, and the window was down on the truck, and a red wasp flew out right into my face. And without even thinking, I just ran backwards, and I tripped and fell on a jaggedy driveway of limestone and rocks.
Honestly, Jan, I remember that because the group, the Tribe Sisters, is a beautiful group with 100 women, and we all care about each other. And you shared that we were all like crying for you, but somehow Jan, in all of this, she'll sing to us with her guitar. She's positive. You see the good in every situation. You really do. Like, you've been through a lot because you had the hurricane, and then that happened, and then now in 2018 October, you went to Danette May's The Rise event, which is super positive, amazing. So Jan's working on her personal growth, amazing. And then I know you worked at Tony Robbins' event, right?
Right.
Which must have been incredible. And then there was the flood recently in September from that. Was it another hurricane?
Imelda.
And
it was
yeah.
It flooded everybody's homes again for the second time.
Yeah. So anyway, so maybe tell people a bit more about some of the, how you've able to see the positive. You seem to be able to, right?
Well, they say we all have gifts, and God gives them to us. So, I mean, I've always been very high strung, high
energy. You have a lot of energy and
high energy. And I was born number 8 out of 12 kids. So I think
I didn't know that.
Number 8, 6 girls and 6 boys. And I think a lot of my energy comes from just being in a pack. It's like a litter of puppies, and you have to find your way to get that attention from the mother. So, the more you could do to be seen, or, well, in my case, I was seen a little bit too much, but she always jerked a knot in our tail and said, "Okay, it's time for you to sit down now. It's somebody else's turn." That's just growing up with that many siblings. You have to fight for your place.
Yeah.
I was
So do
always the
you
people.
think all that you went through in those last 3 years, has been a lot. Like we've been, we support you and we always hear, oh no, like now Jan's going through another flood or something happened with your sister's home. There's so much. Like, do you feel like that pushed you to do personal growth? Like with Tony Robbins and the Rise, or were you already working on your mindset or?
I was already working on years of being in alcoholism atmosphere, and I was wanting to go to Tony Robbins to really get my strength to leave a situation. But when I got there and I got it about midway through it on a 3-day total immersion, my whole heart changed. I had my heart melted for all the resentment and things that I had built up for years. And instead of getting strength to leave, I had like a breakthrough of wanting to just accept everything the way it is and live my life like I did, when I was young, before I had children or a spouse or, anything.
Wow.
I just wanted to get back to being me and let everybody be them, you
Yeah, I
know?
think there's such a power when you let go of wanting to control anyone, and when your brain can be like there. And it's not about the other person changing, it's we have to change. So if you have a trouble in a relationship, I found that it's like they can do and be and say anything they want. It's how we react and how we think about it that causes the problem.
You're focused to yourself and what you want to do. And you just be nice to everybody and everything it fell into place quickly.
Aw, that's so good. It's just about like loving people and accepting them as they are. You don't want people to run all over you. You have to be strong, but you don't have to take things personally. You can be like, that's their stuff,
And
right?
that's the hardest thing is when you're dealing with your loved ones. It's harder than if you're dealing with a friend. It's easy to be a friend to a friend, but it's a little bit more tricky when you're going, okay, sister, are you going to talk the talk or walk the walk? I'm good at talking the talk. I can tell you just what you need to do.
Exactly. So
you
tell
know,
me what's happening in your city. It's a smaller town, is it, where you live in Hampshire?
it's a suburb of Beaumont, which is Beaumont's a pretty large city, over 100,000. I don't know the exact count now, but we're just a little bitty farming community. It's kind of where you would live if you wanted to work in this big city and live out in the country.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're very much adhering to the rules. There are no cars on the street, on the roads. We have roads, not streets, because I say roads because you'll know that it's more out in the country.
Right, okay.
And we have a little high school down the road. It's a little country school. It's got a really nice, brand new cushioned track.
Well, that's
So
good.
you'll find a lot of us women, because they've shut the schools down, and so the parents are homeschooling their kids. And I'm getting an inside scoop on it because my little daughter-in-law is a second grade teacher, and she
Okay.
has to have so much time in every day to take calls from all those moms that are trying to learn how to teach. I don't know if you saw that lady praying a prayer. Oh God, help me! I'm not a homeschooler. I don't know nothing about math. Have you seen that?
I don't think I've seen that one, but I've seen a few. And I feel for all the young moms, especially like my daughter has a little guy in kindergarten. So it's a little fun. And it's hard for her, but um, it's not like the moms that have 4 kids or 3 kids that are learning and they're like, we don't know how to do this. It's a lot.
Right. It is, but they're getting the hang of it. She said, my daughter-in-law told me, and she's got a baby on the hip, trying to take these calls, and it's kind of stressful because they're all the same. There's so many of them, time after time.
Yeah.
So I'm I'm kind of encouraging her to, have her boundaries, and when it's time to shut it off, and
Yeah.
stroll right over here, and we can visit at a distance, which
Yeah.
we've been
So
doing.
are you social distancing? Is that are you seeing your grandbaby right now or are you not able to see her?
I'm seeing her, but I'm not touching her. Now, let me tell you why. I don't live in the social scene. I'm in the country. So we literally have a path through our big, huge pecan orchard. I mowed it to number 1 to make it really like a dirt road. And she comes down that little path every day. And it's about a half a mile from my house to their house, my son and daughter-in-law. So she comes through that orchard, where my son proposed to her. It's her favorite
Aw.
place. And she comes to my back porch, and it's big, and we're 10, 12 feet or, what, and there's air, it's the
Yeah,
nice, and it just kills me. I can't touch my little baby. I just want her so bad.
I know.
And she comes in and she's just turned 1. She's not walking yet, but she's real smart. And sometimes she doesn't want to cut loose. Sometimes they really want to get taught, blah, blah, blah. But she does come in and she'll go like that to me.
Aww,
And I'll say,
cute.
you want me, don't you?
I know. There's all the grandmas we're all like missing that. We need those babies as much as they need us. So, yeah. So we were talking before we went live a little bit about anything that you have that's working for you, and you were like, I don't know, and I'm like, maybe not websites or things like that, but I think, yeah, your faith is really helping you through all this, right?
Yeah, and this is the strange thing. Last year, or was it 2 years ago, when I broke my pelvis? Anyway, I was, down 8 weeks in that wheelchair, and I didn't know what I was going to do to fill up my hours of the day, because it was very, isolated, and everybody's gone to work and stuff. So I started reaching out to all of y'all, and we would talk.
Yeah.
Different ones would cards, we'd be cutting up and stuff. It helped a lot. But during that time, I also, I was starting to wonder, I have a purpose, and this is messing up my plans. I had plans, and it's not happening the way I thought.
Yeah.
I was praying for God to give me more faith so I could just know that everything was going to be all right. But I didn't mean that I didn't believe. I just meant, just make me stronger and give me more faith. And I'm telling you what, you better be careful when you pray that, because even more stuff happened. And to make you have faith, He will make you have faith.
Yeah.
And
it's true.
I had a little breakdown of some kind, where I was just paranoid, waking up fearful and anxious, and it wasn't like me at all. I had already, most people will go through anxiety at least one time in their life, where they just really, really, monumental things happen. And
yeah,
you can't all say, oh, I'm going to handle this. You don't, everybody's not the same.
Yeah.
So I got through that. And on the other side, I had to go seek professional help, which I'm so glad for doctors, nurse practitioners, women practitioners that can understand how we have different issues than men, and can say, hey, let me put you on something for a little while just till you get through this, which I did, and it helped me. So
that's good. You need to
for that.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. My plans will go through. It's all going to come to fruition. And so during that time when I was down, I rode in all the way up to Austin, which is about a 4-hour trip from here, to help my son my husband and I were taking them so he could buy his own first vehicle, him and his little new wife. And so we all went together, and on the way home, I'm still rehabilitating, so I'm not really out and about. I just took this ride. So on the way home, it was a Sunday, and I went, I just want to see if there's anything good on it, a good sermon. I like to hear something on, Sunday. I turned it on, and there was this very dynamic preacher on. He was pretty young, and never heard of him before. But he preached a sermon that was pretty much like a Bible story, like my mother used to read us in the little Bible stories. But I had never heard this one at all. And I don't know what it was, but it was God. I know what it was.
Yeah.
When I got home, I couldn't rest until I sat down and I wrote a song in like 10 minutes, the lyrics, everything. And it was just all about healing by coming to him, not by anything else.
Yeah.
And look, not asking, do you want me to? It's like he tells you, get up right now. Get
Yeah.
up. Don't, it's like your mama saying, I didn't ask you, did you want to? You know what I'm saying?
Get up. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
think
just better
we
do it
all.
'cause I said so.
What was that?
I say, your mama said, you just do it because I said so.
Yeah, it's true. It's amazing. But I mean, that's where we grow, is when times are hard, right? It's not when everything's going smoothly. So I just want people to know that Jan is going to sing us a little song at the end. So we're going to get that going. But I want to just read 3 quotes that I know from you that I think are amazing, that resonate with me, that Jan had written a while ago on Facebook. And this is the one: there is no greater gift than the gift of time. I love that. You wrote that. There are angels all around us. We just have to look for the signs. And I'm happy because I love and I am loved. I just love those 3. It was from one of your Facebook posts, and it's amazing. But we're gonna sign off. But Jan, I thank you so much for chatting with me today. You're amazing, and you're gonna sing a little song, right?
Yes, but first I want to thank you for what you're doing to serve. You are a shining light, and I just love you to death. And I think you're just doing an awesome service. And I know yours is from the heart too. And
The thing that's crazy, Jen, is it helps me. Like these little chats with people from all different places help me so much through this, right?
yeah, I can relate to that. Whenever I did that first little video on that Danette May challenge, and I thought, oh, I opened my phone the next morning, there was 300 and something comments, and I threw my phone across the room going, oh, I'm in trouble now. I've said something wrong. I drank that drink. It was no good, but I couldn't say it wasn't any good.
Everybody loves you. We all love you in the group.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
After that, it's like I wanted to keep going with it and keep encouraging.
Yeah.
So we just do what we do, right?
Right. Okay, you're awesome. If you stay to the end, you can listen to Jan sing us a little song to make us feel good.
Well, there's a dark and a troubled side of life, but there's a bright and a sunny side too. If you meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. Well, it'll help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. If we keep on the sunny side of life.
Thank you so much. You're adorable.
Oh, I love you, Jay.
I love it. Okay. Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Good, and hope to see y'all soon again.
Okay. Bye.